Alright, this is SSLFamilyDad with Simple Suburban Living, and today I'm going to tackle a project that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and that's make the chicken run here portion of the chicken coop mobile. And I'm going to get some wheels added to it and a hitch here for the lawn tractor to pull up so I can just kind of move this thing around the yard a little bit, give the chickens some fresh scratching ground, maybe a few times a week during the summer and fall and spring. And also it allowed me to move this run out of the way so I can clean in here and maybe put some new sand in and stuff like that. So what I have here is just a couple 10-inch hard rubber wheels that I picked up at Home Depot. These are not ideal, really what I was looking for. I was trying to get something, used, maybe some wheelbarrow wheels or some other wheels I was trying to find somewhere off of a used piece of equipment, but I wasn't able to find anything, and it's getting late in the summer and I want to get this project done. So it ended up being $15 a piece for these tires, way more than what I wanted to spend, and they're a little bit thinner than what I was hoping for, but I think that they're going to work okay. So this is what we're going to use. 2 wheels at the back of the run, a hitch in the front, and that should allow our lawn tractor to hitch up to this and move it around. And I should also be able to move this around with my hands as well. I may add a handle to it so I can just lift up the front and kind of move it around a little bit by hand as well. So I'm going to take you through the process here of kind of some of the major challenges and things I want to tackle with this, and take you through step by step of how we're going to build it, and then we'll show it in action when we're finished. Alright, so one of the first things I need to tackle here is getting these wheels attached. Now, we can't just attach the wheels to the side of the coop directly, because the coop would then have to be up off the ground a couple inches, and it would leave a gap along the bottom all the time, which I don't want. So what I did is I just designed a kind of a little lever system here. The wheel's mounted to this 2x4 lever. It's on a pivot point right here, just in front of the wheel. And then all you do is grab the handle and lift this up, and it lifts the whole chicken coop up. And then you can stick the pin in, and that holds it up about 4 inches off the ground. So that way I can go ahead and hook it up to the trailer at that point, move it around, and then go ahead and let that back down so it sits flat on the ground again. That just eliminates chickens getting out underneath it or anything getting in while they're out and about the yard, and while the run is sitting here with the chicken coop. So I'll go ahead and take you through just kind of step by step and show you what I'm doing to build this. Okay, so got everything kind of pre-drilled here, so the next thing we're going to do is just kind of get started putting this together. So these wheels have nice little bearings in them, and so you can kind of tighten these bolts down pretty good. But I've just got the bolt that fits here. I think it's a 5/8, and a washer on the outside of that, and then I'll throw another washer on the inside of this, and then I made one of these little plywood spacers. This just helps keep the wheel off of the 2x4. We got this countersunk in here so that the bolt and nut doesn't stick out past the 2x4, so I can keep that flush up against the chicken coop. And we'll go ahead and get this stuck through here. And get this tightened down. I've been tightening it down pretty tight, letting the wood kind of sink in a little bit, and then back it off a little bit so that the wheel can spin freely on So should roll pretty good. Alright, next thing I need to do here, got the wheels set up and I just need to build a hitch. Alright, so I had a little bit of video missing there, I apologize, but basically all I did was cut a couple slots into the chicken run itself and slid these 2x4s in at 45-degree angles and then just screwed them together here. I'm going to build a couple extra supports on the inside to make sure this has enough support to lift the whole run up, and I'm going to put another piece of wood across here to again give it a little extra support. So once I get that done, I'm going to build a hitch and we'll be done with this section. Well, I think we're going to have to split this video up into two parts. There's a few finishing things to do on the chicken tractor, but as you saw there, it's mobile and it hooks up to the tractor pretty easy and rolls out real nice. And I didn't have the chickens in it yet because I don't have the back piece on it to keep the chickens in, obviously. So I have that to do yet, and I would like to build a little nesting box in here with a door that opens so you can get the eggs while they're out in the yard. If they decide they want to lay an egg, I'd like to have a place for them to do that. So those are kind of the things that we have left to finish up. So we'll do a part 2 and show you the final process here once everything's finished up. But it is mobile, and the hitch worked out really well. Looks like it's going to be pretty strong. I was worried about it not being strong enough with the weight of the chicken run, but it seems to be pretty good. And the wheel system works awesome, so it's pretty easy to flip them up and get the chicken tractor a couple inches off the ground in the back and everything's working really well, so I'm happy with it. If you have questions, please throw them in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Hit thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, found it entertaining, or liked the idea at all. And look out for a part 2. So I'll get to that as quick as I can and get you a final product here. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.